Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a simple recipe using our ginger and turmeric harvest. I will be doing a beef broth and noodle soup. So it's a very simple recipe, and in my last video someone had asked me what I will be doing with our produce, so I decided to make this quick video and show you guys and kind of give you like a small review of how the taste is in comparison to store-bought ginger and turmeric. So I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you find this video helpful, comment below. Let's get right into it. Okay, so for the beef bone broth and noodle soup, these are the ingredients that I'll be using. For the beef, you want to get some bone in there since you want to do like a bone broth slash beef. And then I also have, so we have some bone there. And then I have the ginger and turmeric from our garden. I have some purple carrots and orange carrots. The purple carrots are really flavorful. We got them from Whole Foods. We got some celery stalks. I'm gonna add a lemon, some wiri pepper, some cumin seeds. We also have the cayenne pepper. I might add a little bit of ginger powder, depends on, how flavorful this ginger is, which I'm thinking it's going to be really flavorful based on the tea I made. And then I'm using this egg white pasta as the noodle. It's egg white base noodles and some alkaline water. So I'm going to go ahead and put the beef to simmer in the water, actually boil in the water for about 15 to 20 minutes. I'll monitor it and I'll start cutting up all the other vegetables. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the bone broth. So I'm gonna add the alkaline water in here. You add water based on how much broth you would like to make. Since I'm making this from scratch, I have the ability to monitor it and add spices and see if I want more water. But I'm just gonna add a little bit more. And then I just turn the stove on. And then I add my beef. Now that I have my beef added, I chopped up 2 garlic and 2 wiri pepper. I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper, the powder, and I'm gonna add a little bit of adobo. We don't usually use a lot of salt, so this would vary based on your liking. So I'm just gonna let this boil, and I'm gonna cut up the ginger and the veggies. Meanwhile this is boiling, and kind of just monitor it. I also like to add a little bit of the cumin powder, black seed powder, just because it gives it a really nice flavor. I'm just gonna stir that up. This is how our bone broth's doing. It's doing pretty good. It's boiling pretty nicely. The water's looking good. So I'm gonna let this boil. This has probably been boiling about 5 or 6 minutes. I'm gonna let it boil about 15 minutes and then I'll check it again. So with the bone broth, or the beef bone broth, I try to make it as simple as possible. So I've put 2 cloves of garlic, a little bit of adobo. I also add some cumin, which is optional. And I also put the pepper, 2 peppers. You can put pepper to your liking. I'm gonna add a little bit of comfrey leaves from our garden. That's completely optional as well. And I'm also gonna add a little bit of thyme. I'm gonna come back and check on this in probably about 5 minutes. Okay, so I just cut up the celery stalks. We love celery, so I cut up about 4 stalks, and then the orange carrots, and this is actually how the purple carrot looks inside. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. It's so pretty. Then I sliced up a few pieces of ginger. So this is how the ginger looks. It smells so good. And this is how our turmeric looks. Cut up a few pieces of those as well. It's so delicious. I actually ate a piece of the turmeric raw. It has a very gingery taste. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the rest of these, but I'll monitor it. I'll use this first. So for the beef broth and noodle soup, I put the celery stalks, carrots, ginger, turmeric, the noodles, half of a lemon, and salt to taste. I'm also going to add 2 more garlics because I add 2 flakes of garlic in the broth, and then I'm going to add 2 more and 1 more of this pepper. This is a Guyanese wiri pepper, but you can use any pepper of your liking. Okay, so we're checking up on this again. It's looking really good. I'm just going to add a little bit more water of our alkaline water. Okay. And then I'm going to begin to make the soup. So I'm going to add our turmeric, ginger, 1 pepper, and 2 cloves of garlic. So this, I'll just scrape it out a little later. Then I'll add our carrot and celery. I'm going to try to do this with 1 hand without making a mess. Okay. Then we're going to let this boil. Just give it a stir. I'm going to let that boil. Okay, so with this, I'm going to add the thyme. You probably want to put about a teaspoon, or if you like more, you can put more. And then comfrey. This is both optional. This is just additional herbs that we put in our soups and that we cook with. Just gonna give it a stir. Okay, and we're just gonna let the vegetables boil for a little bit. Then I will squeeze half a lemon in the pot and let it cook some more. Okay, so this is probably going to cook for about 5 to 6 minutes until the vegetables are boiled. And then I'll add the half of lemon. I'll taste for salt and if it have enough ginger. And then I will add the noodles. Alright, I'm back just to check on this. Looking pretty good. Seems to be all boiled. Okay. It's looking really good. I'm gonna add 2 handfuls of the egg white pasta. That's the noodles that we're gonna be using. Gonna add a little bit more. That wasn't a full handful anyways. Okay. So then we're just gonna let this cook. Pasta really boils pretty quickly, so That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna taste for salt and if I want to add any more pepper or a little bit of ginger powder. But I'm gonna let this boil for a few minutes. We're almost there. And I'll show you the final. Alright, so this is what the finished products look like. Okay. I did forget to video adding the lemon, but I add half of a lemon. And I also added a little bit of parsley. So I'm going to go ahead and plate this so you can see it close up and in a bowl. Okay guys, here you have it, the beef broth and noodle soup. The taste was so delicious and the ginger and turmeric really brought this dish together. It was super fresh and I didn't have to add any additional ginger powder. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out my other videos. Thank you so much for watching.